All right. Hi, I'm Alan Yu, a political science major here at the University of Washington. We're here today to talk about politics. Behind me right here is the home of the political science department, Gowan Hall. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside it. This is Gowan 301, the room where the ASUW Senate meets and makes decisions which affect the entire UW community of about 40,000 people. Each senator casts votes back with the legitimacy gained from being popularly elected. How would you feel if the lawmaking function of the ASUW Senate was taken away and given to a group of 9 people, unelected, serving life terms, lacking the need to take popular will into account? This is exactly what is happening right now with respect to health care insurance legislation. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, is being challenged by almost 30 states that accuse the law of being unconstitutional. The constitutional question addressed by both parties in this case is whether or not the government can require individuals to purchase health insurance under Congress's powers stated in the Constitution's Commerce Clause, which states that Congress has the authority, quote, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes. I am deeply disturbed by these events, not because the law is good or bad policy. That is something truly debatable. Rather, it is because the court has been involved in a purely political issue. The court does have a role in deciding the validity of laws, but its decisions are made with the Constitution as its guide. Such cases involve constitutional clauses which might not spell out specific laws as unconstitutional, but are nonetheless clearer than something like the Commerce Clause. In this case, the court has been asked to review Obamacare in light of the Commerce Clause, one of the vaguest parts of the Constitution that was likely meant to allow Congress broad powers regarding economic regulation rather than restrict its authority. In such cases, particularly those falling under the umbrella of economic policy, like Obamacare, the court should allow legislation unless it conflicts with other parts of the Constitution more specifically related to civil liberties of individuals. That is, more specific constitutional clauses that restrict rather than grant powers to Congress. By yielding to the court the decision of whether or not the law should be kept on the books, Congress, state legislatures, and other elected offices are making the court do the work of a legislature. They are greatly expanding its power by allowing it to decide political questions, not constitutional ones only. Such a move is not how our democracy should work. The legislature and the judiciary are given separate jobs. They are not to rely on the other to do its dirty work as the legislature has done to the judiciary in this case. There are very compelling arguments for and against Obamacare, but when the constitutional question is exceedingly ambiguous, as is the case here in the Obamacare hearing, the decision of whether or not the law should be policy must be left to the legislature, not the judiciary. I know that it can be difficult to wait for a nation's majority to elect a Congress and a president which shares a particular view, but this is how our democracy works. Until someone comes up with a better plan for elected government that our nation accepts, we should continue to allow elected officials to make political decisions and the judiciary to make constitutional ones. I'm Alan Yu. Thanks for listening. If you have a political topic that you'd like Doubleshot to cover, please email us at doubleshot@dailyuw.com.